Alright, so here we are. We're on last Epoch. This game has been incredible. It's been nothing but amazing. I have 3 characters already. I have a sorcerer level 68, I have a marksman level 16, I have an acolyte, which will be a necromancer level 13. This marksman is also known as a rogue. We can go here real quick. I'll show you the characters. Sentinel, Paladin, Forge Guard, Void Knight, the Rogue, different master classes, Mage, Sorcerer, Spellblade, Rune Master, your Druid, also Primalist, so these are your master classes, and then your Alkalite, which Necromancer, Lich, Warlock. So we're going to go back, and for now, I'm going to go over to my Sorcerer, and we're going to go into the game because I want to show you some things. Okay, so here we are. Let's do this first because this is impressive. First, let's start here. I am new to the ARPG scene. I just only started playing RPGs with Diablo 4. I never really thought they were my cup of tea, but here I am. I got about 100 hours in Diablo 4. I'd have more if the game was more exciting after level 60. So I came here to try this game, and I'm level 64 with my sorcerer, and I continued to level that one up, but I wanted to try out some of the other characters so I can make a video here. But first, let's go into this. Check this out. Go into your stash. In other games, you can only have a couple tabs. Right? 4, I think, was it in Diablo 4? Well, here, you can have as many as you want. I only have 3, because, again, just started 40 hours ago. If we add this stash tab, 3,000 in-game gold. And that just continues to scale up as you buy more stash. The first one I think was like 1,000 in-game, and then 2,000. This next one's 3,000, so increments of 1,000 for every stash that you need. But still, as far as I know, it's unlimited, which is already great. Another crazy thing, which I'm not going to get into too much depth here, but you have a whole crafting system, and it's very in-depth, so like I said, don't go by what I'm doing here, but I understand it for the most part. So let's say we wanted to increase this lightning damage prefix right here, right? You click on that, and if you have the shard, it would automatically put it in. If this spot was empty, you could add your own prefix. This is prefix, this is suffix. These shards are basically like a modifier. You can destroy a whole item and you'll get a certain amount of shards based off of the tier that it is. So this is tier 2, tier 6, tier 1, tier 3. I believe it goes, you can only have basically a 50-50 shot of getting 1 shard. Here you have a 50-50 shot for 6 shards or something like that. I don't know. It was explained to me. It went over my head. I hit shatter, and however many I get back, I get back. But that's one way of getting shards that you want to obtain to help build a certain weapon that you're trying to, or a gear set that you're trying to get, right? So here's your modifiers. Like I said, you have the shattering one, refinement, which re-rolls all the values. You have removal, which if you put that in there, it will remove one of these 4. It's kind of like a gambling thing. You don't know which one. So yeah, you get the gist. Then you have these support glyphs, which the one that you use the most is the Glyph of Hope. Gives you a 25% chance to not cost any forging potential, which forging potential is every item in the game has a certain amount of forging potential. This one has 28. Every time you forge on an item, it will come down here, cost anywhere from 1 to 25 forging potential on this specific item. Once it goes down to 0, the item is no longer craftable. You're done crafting on that item. So that's crafting. Like I said, very basic there. Let's go into, you have a game guide, so any questions that you might have, crafting's right here. You can crafting explanation, tells you exactly basically what I just told you. Um, but yeah, you have this at your disposal. Just hit G on your keyboard and this comes up. If you hit Shift F, that will bring up a loot filter, which is completely new to me. Didn't even know these existed till I got in here. I had to look up a couple videos on how to do this, and I still don't think I have it set right, but basically the first rule you always want to put in is hide all items. That gets rid of everything in the game, and then you build off of that. So, for example, I have show all items with 17 affixes. I pick those specific affixes, and those will show while I'm playing in the game. I also want rare, unique, set, and exalted items with 12 certain affixes, and then mage specific to my class, right? And then I picked above level 45. So, yeah, just a great quality of life thing that I never knew I needed until I got it. And I'm still kind of messing around with it and figuring it out. But it's a great to have now. I couldn't imagine playing a game without it, honestly. Let's go into the skill tree quick. Here's your skills. You unlock them as you level up your character. And then at the top you have specialized skills. So you get to pick. These will be locked. They unlock as you level up, and you get to specialize in a certain skill. So I picked a lightning blast for this, and you get points towards it, and you go on your merry way in your skill tree and build your character. You build, whatever, and you get your gear based off of the build you're making, right? Well, let's say I wanted to respec this. I'm not really like an arcane ascendant, right? So I could hit respec. I could either remove a point, or I can despecialize in the whole skill and pick another skill. Well, if I did despecialize in it, let's say this was at 0, right? And all these are at 18, it has a catch-up feature. So you'll get, I'm pretty sure, the minimum skill level, which is 8. You'll get 8 points to initially spend and distribute. This will change depending on what level you're at. So you'll get to put those 8 points in, and then it will catch up to the rest of your skills rapidly until it catches up. And then once it does, it slows down and steadies out and levels off with the rest of your skills, which I thought that was just a cool feature to have. So yeah, that's your skill tree and specialization skills. And based off your mastery, you unlock this side. So Spellblade and Rune Master are locked because I picked Sorcerer. And then these unlock as you level up also. Speaking of which, you have your passive skills. So you start out with my mage. I went straight across the top here because I'm going for like a lightning build with Elemental Nova. So picked all these passive skills. Once you get to level 20, that's when you unlock your mastery and you get to pick which one you want. So I went with Sorcerer, and here I am building this. If you want to respec this at all, you can respec it. You can't change it. You have to restart the whole character and rebuild a character, I believe, to change to over to Spellblade or Rune Master, right? But you can respec, so you can get rid of these points. You have to go to an NPC within the game and do it there, and it costs a certain amount of in-game gold. But I did it a couple of times, and it was pretty cheap. It didn't cost much, and gold is pretty easily found in this game, which I can show you a way that you can easily get to it once you get to the end game. So let's go do that now. Before we do that, you have dungeon keys and arena keys. Arena's like a mini game in itself. There's like, you go to this arena and then there's waves of mobs that come at you, and every wave progressively gets more difficult. So the first wave, you'll complete it. It'll say get your loot. You get your loot, and then it'll ask you if you want to continue or you want to leave. If you continue, the waves get more difficult, but the loot gets better. I think the first arena I did, there was like 40 different waves I could have completed. Yeah, I only made it to like the 4th or 5th wave. But I did get some decent loot out of it, and you get to keep the loot, you don't lose it. as long as you complete that said wave, right? So if you go to the arena, you could just literally find the key, right click on the key. Not working right now, of course. My game is currently bugged. Come on, trying to speak highly of you. Well, if you right click on it with the mouse, it'll bring it up right on the map, I swear. And it shows you right where it is on the map, and you can travel there. Maybe it'll let me do it once we go over here, because I want to show you this. This is called the Monolith of Fate. Go over to this little guy, and I had a starting point, but you see all the blue lines? That's the route I have taken so far. So you would go here, then you can go here, and then here. So, like I said, if you need more gold, you can go here. You complete this, and you get piles of gold as a reward. You get 15 timeline stability, up to 32 bonus timeline stability right there on the right-hand side of the screen. The stability is that bar at the top of the screen. You want to fill up that bar to unlock the quests, which are on the left-hand side of the screen. When you unlock those quests, you complete the quests, and then when you complete the last one, you get what's called a blessing. I could show you that in a minute, but you'll get to pick a blessing that you want, and it's just more passive stuff, right? But yeah, I thought this was awesome. Like, if I need keys, I can go to the key one. I can go for XP. I can go for armor. You can go for shards. You can go for basically whatever's in the game, and you can kind of like target it here, right? So I thought that was just a neat end game thing to have. And I'm still not even all the way at the end game. I think there's even more in depth, like with these quests over here that you can unlock by completing these stability things with the Fall of the Outcasts here. And then you could target farm specific items that you need. There is a website. I'll be sure to leave it down in the description down below. So you can go to the website, and there's a whole bunch of useful information there. Build guides, and how to target farm something, where you can go to target farm that item. So yeah, it's a great website. I just went to it for the first time like yesterday. 30 hours in, I was like, oh god, there's a beautiful website here. Let me go check that out. Well, it's been very useful. So definitely check them out. So yeah, that's last Epoch, and I had to make a video about it because I'm loving the game. It's a lot of fun. So I hope you guys definitely go check it out. I hope you enjoyed this video. There will be a lot more. Hopefully I can make some build guides. Currently I only get to play really Friday night, Saturday, sometimes during the day, mostly at night, and then Sunday I try to get on again. I currently have a little baby girl, so she's a handful, and this is like a side hustle I'm trying to establish here. So that being said, if you don't mind, be sure to drop me a like and leave me a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts if you've played, or if you're gonna play because you saw this video. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And finally, I am trying to get back on my stream grind a little bit. Right now I'm streaming over on Twitch. I will also leave that link down below. Come by and say hello. Again, I stream mostly right now Friday night and Saturday night. Hopefully that will be more nights and days as this community grows, but for now it's only 2 days. So I hope to see you in the stream. I hope you come and stop by and say hello. Yeah, anyway, that's all, guys. I'll be sure to make more videos on Last Epoch. See you soon. Peace.